Listen up. Most people run from the darkness of being alone. But you need to understand something. Real power lies right there. When it's just you and yourself, no one to blame. No one to lean on. Just you and your raw, unfiltered thoughts. That's when you see who you really are. People are scared of being alone because it forces them to face their demons. But let me tell you something. Those demons aren't there to haunt you. They're there to forge you into something unbreakable.
In the silence, in the emptiness of being alone, that's when the war begins. If you want to be a real savage, you better be ready for that war. When you're alone, that voice in your head will scream. It'll tell you you're not strong enough, not good enough. But you know what? That voice is lying. That voice is your enemy, and your job is to destroy it. Push yourself to the brink. Mentally, physically, spiritually, every single day. Don't just sit with the pain. Own it. Let it cut deep. Then get up. And keep moving. No one's there to pick you up. No one's there to save you. You become your own hero. That's where true strength is born. Most people surround themselves with others to drown out the truth. But you're different. You don't need the noise. You don't need the validation. You thrive in the darkness because you know, in the end, it's just you versus you. And when you win that battle, nothing in this world can stop you.
Embrace the loneliness. Use it as fuel. When you master the art of being alone, when you conquer your own mind, nothing can break you. Here's the truth. The world is filled with weak-minded people. They need constant validation. They need someone to tell them they're doing okay. But not you. You're not here for cheap praise. You're here to crush every limit. That takes focus and discipline. Most people can't even imagine. When you're alone, you face reality. And reality doesn't care about your feelings. It doesn't care if you're scared, tired, or full of doubt. Reality is ruthless. It'll tear you apart if you let it. But in solitude, you learn to face it head on. You thrive in the pain, in the suffering, because that's where growth happens.
They'll tell you being alone is a weakness, that you need a team, a tribe, but they're wrong. Being alone isn't weakness. It's your greatest weapon. No distractions, no comfort. You strip away everything, and what's left is pure, raw willpower. In those moments of solitude, you become unstoppable. When you're alone, you answer to no one but yourself. It's terrifying, but it's also ultimate freedom. No one can hold you back. No one can tell you to stop. You can push as far as you want. There's no limit to what you can achieve. That's the power of being alone.
When the world tells you to find comfort in others, turn your back. When they say you can't do it alone, prove them wrong. Show them solitude isn't your enemy, it's your greatest ally. It's where you find your blade, where you sharpen it, where you become the weapon you need to conquer anything in your way. Never forget, the battle is fought in your mind. When you've spent enough time alone, you come out stronger, sharper, more dangerous than ever. The world won't know what hit it. Because in solitude, you see things differently. You've seen it all. Your goals, your path, and nothing out there can compare to the battles you've already fought in your mind. Don't get it twisted. Being alone doesn't mean you're lonely. There's a big difference. Loneliness is for the weak, but you've learned to live in solitude. You've turned it into strength, something no one else can understand. So when the world says you need others to succeed, laugh. Because you know the truth. The only person you need is the one staring back at you in the mirror. That's the one who'll push you when no one else will, who'll carry you across the finish line, no matter what it takes.
The power of being alone is the power to be unstoppable, the power to take control of your life, to shape your destiny, to become something greater than you ever imagined. It's the power to look fear in the face and say, "I'm not afraid of you, because I've already faced worse." In the silence of my mind, embrace the darkness, embrace solitude. Let it mold you, shape you, turn you into the warrior who fears nothing and no one. Because when you master the art of being alone, nothing in this world can stand in your way.